respect. That morning, as he melted iced tea, he watched a group of 4 climbers preparing for their summit. 2 Americans, 1 Norwegian, and 1 Indian woman named Ananya Mehta. They were strong, confident, but something about their pace worried Pemba. They were behind schedule, and at that altitude, time is oxygen. Too late start, Pemba murmured in broken English. Summit before 10 a.m. or
like
mountain take you. But they laughed it off. They were paying clients. They had their bottled oxygen, and they wanted their dream, the selfie on the roof of the world. By midnight, headlamps began to sink upward through the icy blackness. Pemba was guiding another small team, but as the night deepened, he couldn't help glancing up toward the faint glimmer of the 4 climbers, lights above him. By 4 a.m., the winds picked up, violent, unpredictable gusts slicing through the climbers like knives. The temperature dropped to 40 degrees Celsius. One by one, teams began turning back. Even veteran Sherpas shook their heads. The mountain was angry, but not Pemba's team, and not the group above him. When the sun finally rose, Everest revealed her cruel beauty, a vast, silent kingdom of ice and death. The balcony, at 8,400 meters, looked deceptively close, but for those who've been there, every step feels like carrying the weight of your own coffin. Pemba reached the south summit around 8:45 a.m. He radioed base camp. Strong wind, visibility low. We turning back soon. Then, static. A faint, desperate voice broke through the radio frequency. Help! Anyone! We're stuck. Oxygen. Gone. It was Ananya. Her voice was weak, almost drowned by the wind. Base camp responded, Ananya, where are you? No answer. Only the sound of wind. Then faintly, balcony. No more oxygen. Can't move. Everyone at base camp went silent. No Sherpa in his right mind would go back up there now.
U-disc mode. Bluetooth mode.
The temperature was dropping
Bluetooth
fast.
connected.
Even rescue helicopters couldn't reach that altitude. But Pemba didn't hesitate. He looked down at his climbers, exhausted, frost forming on their eyelashes. He looked up toward the balcony, a white void of death. Go down, he said. I go help. Pemba, are you crazy? One of the other guides shouted through the radio. You go up now, you die. He only smiled. Maybe, but they die for sure if no one try. He dropped his backpack, carried only what he needed, 2 oxygen bottles, a length of rope, and his radio. Then he began to climb. Each step was agony. Every breath burned. His fingers, already numb, felt like shards of ice. The wind slammed into him with invisible fists. But in his mind, he heard his father's voice. Never let someone die alone on the mountain. He kept moving, slow, steady, 1 heartbeat at a time. Hours later, he saw them. 4 shapes sprawled across the icy slope. Ananya was barely conscious. The 2 Americans were motionless. The Norwegian man was trying to wave weakly, his mask ripped off by the wind. Pemba crawled the last few meters and shouted through his frozen mask. Hold on, I'm here. No one answered. Only the wind screamed back. He checked pulses. 2, gone. 1, faint. 1, still breathing, but shallow. He forced oxygen onto Ananya's face, shaking her gently. Her eyelids fluttered. She whispered, Don't leave me. I won't, he said. Above them, Everest glistened, cold, indifferent, eternal. Down below, the world had no idea a man was trading his life for others. Pemba radioed base camp again. Found them. 2 dead. 2 alive. Need help. The reply came slow and heavy. Pemba. No rescue possible. Too dangerous. Come down. He looked at the bodies. He looked at Ananya's trembling hands. Then he said quietly into the radio, Then I stay. The sun had already sunk behind the ridges of the Himalayas, and the world above 8,000 meters, the death zone, was turning black again. The temperature plummeted to 45 degrees Celsius. The air was so thin, Every breath sounded like the gasp of a dying fire. Pemba Tenzin crouched beside Ananya and the Norwegian climber Lars, his body trembling violently. His oxygen was running low. He knew what that meant. But there was no time to think about himself. He clipped Ananya's harness to his rope, then to Lars's. His fingers bled through his gloves as he worked. Every second without movement meant death. "Can you walk?" he shouted through the wind. Ananya shook her head weakly. "My legs! Frozen." Lars coughed, eyes half open, lips purple. We can't make it, Pemba." He ignored him. "We go. Now." He pulled, dragged, and pushed, every inch an act of will. The snow was deep and cruel, the slope so steep that if one person slipped, they'd all vanish into oblivion. Each meter down the balcony ridge felt like eternity. Pemba's radio crackled again. Base camp was still calling him. "Pemba, please, return. You will die up there." He pressed the button, voice trembling. Already dying, but maybe not today. He turned the radio off. As hours passed, clouds rolled in from the Tibetan side, swallowing the stars. The moon disappeared. The world became a white nothing, a place beyond human existence. Pemba tied Ananya and Lars together, securing them to an ice screw hammered into the frozen slope. He tried to warm Ananya's hands inside his jacket. Her eyes opened for a moment. Why are you helping us?" she whispered. He looked at her, this stranger from another continent, chasing her dream to stand on top of the world. He smiled faintly. "Because mountain give life, and mountain take life."
Mountain give life,
How we
mountain
leave.
take life.
Her eyes filled with tears that froze instantly on her cheeks.
Ain't that some shit?
He
Now?
opened his last oxygen bottle, dividing it between the two
The way
climbers.
they talk about
Then he sat
Mount
back,
Everest,
resting his head against the ice.
you
His own
really
oxygen
think he's
gauge
taking
read 0.
I ain't gonna
He
even
closed
lie
his
to
eyes
you,
for a
bro.
second, and
It
memories
is.
flooded in. His little daughter running barefoot through the village in Namche Bazaar. His wife hanging prayer flags above their
Motherfucker down
doorway.
that bitch.
His father's
Yeah.
wrinkled hands tightening his climbing harness for the first time.
Has it been a year
"If you go to the mountain,
on Mount
go with a
Everest
clean
where
heart,"
a nigga
his
ain't
father
died?
had said.
But
"If you die
everybody,
there,
some of it,
the mountain will remember
never.
you." By 2 a.m., the blizzard hit,
Death.
the kind that erases everything. Sound, direction, even thought. Snow whipped across their faces like razors. Pemba wrapped himself
These
around
fucking
Ananya,
people.
shielding her body from the wind.
Excellent. Whatever
He
the
could
fuck.
feel her pulse fading, her breathing slowing.
They all cat.
"Stay with me,"
They don't know
he
shit.
kept whispering. "Stay with me."
They come
But
up
his
with
own
these
body was
fancy
shutting
ass
down.
words.
He couldn't feel
I'm
his legs.
too sick.
He couldn't feel his fingers. He couldn't even tell if his
Well,
eyes were open. He
If
began to
everybody
hallucinate.
gets
A warm
high
glow in the distance,
altitude
the sound of
sickness,
bells,
what the
the voice
fuck
of
are
his
you
daughter
doing
laughing.
taking people up?
He saw himself walking home through the narrow path between prayer flags.
Ain't
His
that
wife
murder?
smiling at the door. He reached for
Huh?
that image, that life, and it
Especially
slipped
if
away
you
like
know
smoke.
by the time
Somewhere
this
below, Lars
motherfucker
screamed.
gets
His rope
to
had
where he
loosened,
want to
and the
get
wind
to,
was tearing him away
he
from the
has
slope.
no
Pemba,
life to
barely
get back.
conscious, lunged forward, gripping
That's
the
damn
line
near
with numb hands.
fucking
The force
evidence
almost ripped his shoulder
of
out of
that
its socket.
bitch.
He dug his crampons into the ice,
Um,
using the last of his strength to pull Lars back toward the anchor.
Yeah, man.
"Hold on," he
I'm on
gasped,
some shit.
his lungs burning. But Lars
I'm
was
on
too
some
weak.
shit.
His body went limp, sliding down.
I'm on some
The
shit.
rope jerked violently, then went still. Pemba
Y'all
screamed
know
his
I
name,
always
but the wind devoured his voice. He looked down the mountain,
a lot of
endless
shit.
darkness,
Been trying to tell y'all.
then back at Ananya, her chest rising faintly. He knew he couldn't move both of them anymore, so he made a decision. He took the last oxygen mask, cracked, half frozen, and placed it over her face. Then he tightened her straps, reinforced her anchor, and whispered something only the mountain could hear. "Tell my daughter, I kept my promise." He reached inside his jacket and pulled out a small red prayer flag, the same one his wife had given him before he left home. He tied it to the rope beside her, the fabric flapping violently in the storm. Then he took one final look at her face, closed his eyes, and turned his back to the wind. He knew he couldn't move both of them anymore, so he made a decision. He took the last oxygen mask, cracked, half frozen, and placed it over her face. Then he tightened her straps, reinforced her anchor, and whispered something only the mountain could hear. "Tell my daughter, I kept my promise." He reached inside his jacket and pulled out a small red prayer flag, the same one his wife had given him before he left home. He tied it to the rope beside her, the fabric flapping violently in the storm. Then he took one final look at her face, As the storm consumed it, the mountain went silent again. At base camp, the radio station.
My calculations are correct.
Static.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I tell my niggas, anything is possible. Impossible is nothing. I mean, look at the dough we getting. I mean, look at these hoes we fucking. I know this shit can get better. Working hard, trying to pull myself together. And tell the world that I'm ready for whatever. When they hit the jackpot, I got my hand on the lever. Going down, gotta let that bitch boom. New condo, 1.6 rooms. Really good, but that shit gotta sink you. A nigga on track, I should probably get a kid crew. You don't think I'm on up? Skip you. And you ain't gotta like me, cause your bitch do. Talking shit about me to her, that's a bitch move. But that's another thing a real nigga get through. Gone.
Well, it's a glorious.
All your questions will be answered. Roll tape.
Gosh, are you telling me you built a time machine?
I just hope it all ends well. The swag story my friends tell. The train wreck that we inhale got me feeling unstoppable like Denzel. Any make a killer, get war bucks. More gold, more hoes, got more trucks. Throw them DeLorean doors up. Pretty chick watching me hop out. You a fuck. Man, these wild girls love chill. Like these fake niggas love real. But hate it at the very same time. They say they ain't fucking with it, then they tripping online. Shit, I could be out of my mind. But it's looking real smooth. These niggas pay for pussy, I'm just trying to pay dues. I don't never make excuses on me, I just make moves. Yeah.
Yes, cause. My revelation, vision, addiction,
This is really dark. This is crazy.
You and now you're a nigga. You and now you're a nigga. You and now you're a nigga. You and now you're a nigga.
But it was unmistakably his. If I do not return, tell my daughter that the mountain let me stay to help others find their way home. Now what pressed the papers and began to solve. Meanwhile, in Kathmandu, the rescue of Ananda Mother became front page news. Indian fighters rescued from death zone after miracle survival. The headlines read. But very deep in the article,
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I tell my niggas, anything is possible. Impossible is nothing. I mean, look at the dough we getting. I mean, look at these hoes we fucking. I know this shit can get better. Working hard, trying to pull myself together. And tell the world that I'm ready for whatever. When they hit the jackpot, I got my hand on the lever. Going down, gotta let that bitch boom. New condo, 1.6 rooms. Really good, but that shit gotta sink you. A nigga on track, I should probably get a kid crew. You don't think I'm old up, skip you. And you ain't gotta like me, cause your bitch still talking shit about me to her. That's a bitch move. But that's another thing a real nigga get through. Gone.
Well, it's a glorious.
All your questions will be answered. Roll tape.
Y'all niggas understand.
Are you telling me you built a time machine?
I just hope it all ends well. The swag story my friends tell. The train wreck that we inhale got me feeling unstoppable like Denzel. Any make a killer, get war bucks. More gold, more hoes, got more trucks. Throw them DeLorean doors up. Pretty chick watching me hop out. You a fuck. Man, these wild girls love chill. Like these fake niggas love real. But hate it at the very same time. They say they ain't fucking with it, then they tripping online. Shit, I could be out of my mind. but it's looking real smooth. These niggas pay for pussy, I'm just trying to pay dues. I don't never make excuses on me, I just make moves. Yeah. Yes. This is everything we do. This is crazy. You and now driving nigga. You and now driving nigga. You and now driving nigga. You and now driving nigga.
When she arrived, she carried a small silver necklace.
I'm not a rapper, B. I ski Uzis, and I can't act. Turned down 3 movies, got 3 groupies, took from 3 goofies. It's a rap here, we gon' pin them 3 doobies.
He always gave too much.
Yo, respect the crooks, respect the look. One leg out the drop, like respect the foot. Before you get the watch, go respect the book. If you get got, you got, just respect the jokes. They still unaware of this red cat, putting up red stats, ready to tear tracks. Ever since a kid, bubble beers and Air Max. When you do it big, be prepared for fair facts, a fair fact. Like what's up, high sun down when we run by the gun high. Lick with the cannon, sound like a drum line. Front line, front you and ready, make sure to come by. Flow deadly, for more fetty, it's only one eye. This for the shooters, cocaine coppers, movers, not name droppers. Always quick to step on the scale like Weight Watchers. Mix the Tom Brown with Chanel, go plane watches. Chain rockers, flame choppers, can't stop us. We be the council, high nigga, that's me, 2 fly niggas. Bang Matthews, dig higher, I'm high fishing. Take raffles, wish buy a surprise winner. More birds than air fryer, surprise dinners. My ride vicious, took money on my switches, VVS and wine wishes, signal, disguise witness, there's too many in the room, you ain't glad I'm alive, bitches. Bitch, you can't line me up with God's clippers. Nigga telling me 999 stitches. No time I'm stronger, my glow is my body armor. Dog, your favorite rapper, can't see his hand, just like he ordered. 20 bodies every state armor. Dog, your favorite rapper, can't see his hand, just like he ordered. 20 bodies every state, 30 grand in my Nike joggers. Niggas pillage in cities, we might be ballers. Through adversity, I'ma get it regardless. I'm back to shining, performing with actors. We're back in the light, 13 is cracking out. All demons been telling the fuck out. Static is back around them. Your motherfucking cup open to see this mastermind. Money talk, spin back of diamonds. Don't catch a beat, so when you mistake is evil. Letting you see before the bag of minutes, 14 keys roll. Out style, I can teach you more ways. Stuck up the sneakers, still moving 3 weeks and more. Stomach down on me 4 seasons. Can you catching up, nigga? You see the score. We true New Yorkers and Gucci joggers. I move through Harlem. Cause I done flow like I got it from Fritz. I'm cool as autumn. Recruited sponsors that pull up in trucks that move like Tonka in the States. And became great. I feel like Luke Doncic. Put on my Libra, delivered it right. Made sure I stayed close to a bell like Hillary Rodham. Grew up as witnesses and continuous issues and problems. Asked for my pistols, we got them. Used to be the playground. Now bitches we swing up and slide them. How could you beef with your partner? Shake up to the feet designer. Wake up with a friend named Tanya. Make up on my shit, she wild. Take it out, I'm even Italian. Trick what? Lace who? Now that ain't what they do. If you was about your paper, they'd page you. I'm grateful it's the first trade. I got on some shit that's hard to pronounce what my shirt say. I caught the slime flu. At the same time, I hunger for more. In front of the store, Jack, army fatigue. Look like I wanted the war. In front of your board, niggas are robbed. Somebody killed you, gonna get cold. Run through your city like we still in cold. Count up $1 million right on the floor. I got the spirit of Mr. Chicago. Spit in the camps, but you ain't got all the answers. Watching you better get served. I see niggas turning to cancer. How you talking about bodies? They never heard of the Panthers. Question after question about this life, I deserve me some answers. College dropout, serving the campus, deserve me a man.
Before anyone left base camp, the monks of Tenpocha Monastery performed a special ceremony. They read out the names of the lost And when they came to Pemba Tenzin, every Sherpa present placed their hand over their heart. Somewhere above them, the mountain gleamed under the morning sun, silent but shimmering, as if it too remembered. Then something extraordinary. The Rescue Association, while mapping new drone footage near the balcony, spotted something small but vivid. A red flag still fluttering in 400 meters.
My mama didn't know. Kick me out the house, where would I go? It was sunny with the snow. That means my mind bright when I move the flow. Who wouldn't know? I was the main niggas put me on the shit, make my game bigger, make my name bigger. How could I look wrong? When you went in with a hustle, you was put on. In other words, I'm the one you was put on. And you could learn how to earn and put your hood on. But what you did the obvious. Mean crossover like you opposite. Keeping both posters, 4-5s in. Lava then think he got the juice, now I'm riding in. We riding in with my rider men. Is I a killer, be killed, who deciding in?
One afternoon, she asked her mother, "Do you think Papa's cold up there?"
Wait.
Then Maya whispered something. The same thing she always said when she prayed. Take care of the others, Papa. Remember the first thing.
What up, nigga? I mean, what's up, nigga? You acting like we ain't never was up, nigga. Talk crap like we ain't giving a fuck, nigga. Then turn my back and you ain't giving a fuck, nigga. All good, make me focus up. That it ain't all hood, muscle broken up. Lot of rappers slept good, but they woken up. My two-gun blazer hit hopeless up. My whole aura was to get cheese. Or was a trip need. Skip the border just to get weed. Remember yelling, Miss Dora, let me hit please. That's what you did, let me take the couch. Straight back, take your house. What's up?
Y'all
know me. Staring out of a ceiling, the floor window. Like you think they really want me to win, no? They said I'm good, but win, no. Like walking out the Wynn Hotel to an end zone. Gun in hand while I'm sitting back. Asking my right hand, should I get him back? Thinking of a plan, just a simple trap. Remember yelling summer jam, yeah, get him back. Sixes back to back, gon' get him crack. You know my rules, sky high, no middle cracks. Yeah.
The mountain doesn't just measure how high you climb. It measures whether you
but bring all the bitch nigga down to high.
She says she's already been as high as she ever needs to go.
No.
Instead,
No. Boy, you're a little fucking old on that. Goddamn. Little Mike.
The wind always rises when she speaks, as if the mountain itself is answering her. As for Maya, she's older now. When reporters ask her what she wants to be, she doesn't hesitate. I want to be a mountain guide, she says, like her father, but I can never go back down.
Snake.
They become whispers, and on nights when the moon lights up,
Mama didn't know. Pick me up the house, where would I go?
don't stop. Keep going. Ben, and this was Ben's Stories, where we honor those who didn't climb for fame, but for something much greater. If Pemba's story moved you, share it. Let it live. Let it breathe. Because courage like his should never disappear into the cold.
The man who works hard sweats hard. Old Spice tried to fight sweat, so Coach Flopper was slacking. One train to fight Old Spice. Sometimes
Charlie's battery is struggling to start.
Shit bad.
But AutoZone helps him choose a new battery.
I'm like Ray Charles sitting courtside. I can't see the game. These rappers get deals that need a change. Too much carrying like a Leah's plane. I'm in the jungle cutting trees and things. Army fatigue pants. Had him to wear his 10 for a Kia cane. It's a bigger picture. You don't need a frame. On the road to riches for a minute, but just starting to see the lane. From Lennox Ave to Cedar Lane. I know niggas that get it fast and heat a bang. Freeze the Mueller, dining at Peter Luger. Large platter under the napkin, I keep the Ruger. Cigar tapping ashes is dropping, speaking to shooters. From school to the game by street teachers and tutors. Jail preachers and movers. OGs, I make them proud. Enough to go wholesale, but I'ma break them down. Take a pound, leave out the back and don't make a sound. About to shake the crowd so y'all can start to hating man. Only you know. You ain't getting money, stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock? Don't you want sitting on the top? See me shitting in the truck. How I'm living, you go watch. Only you know. You ain't getting money, stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock? Don't you want sitting on the top? See me shitting in the truck. How I'm living, you go watch. Trap all day, trap all night. Money in the bank when that crack all white. Front around me, get clapped on sight. High top ears got a black on white. Hat on right. Tilt on the waves, all white. XJ got milk on the plates. Know some real dudes that'll kill 48. Clip spray, get your own chest filled with the cake. Still to this day, niggas need to hate. Just came from the A. Did a pop Lisa Ray. Little light joint, you can still see my face real quick. Handshake to me and Flea lead the place. High speed chase, yellow canary charm. In the Carrera 4, I got my Carrera's on. Greeting me at the door, she naked, don't wear a thong. Tatted from ear to arm, the niggas can hear a yawn. Only you know, you ain't getting money, stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock? Don't you want sitting on the top? See me shitting in the truck. How I'm living, you go watch. Only you know, you ain't getting money, stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock? Don't you want sitting on the top? See me shitting in the truck. How I'm living, you go watch. Locked doors when I step in stores. Demi-A checkerboard. Though I collect like I'm waiting for you to accept a call. You metaphors like old ladies. Metaphors. Never you was real anyway. Santa Claus. You need to get up and do something, baby boy. Heard the law every morning. I heard that lady voice. Kept budding guns that made a lady noise. I mixed hard all red like most of baby toys. Gat fully aimed sluggers. See me with low wearers. Had hoodies, same color. Boy on the low. Black sky way thunder. Tom Cruise in the V. Speaking through days of thunder. Low haze and wonder. Like who the next nigga? It gotta be me. Hands down, I accept nigga. It was your catch, but yeah, I intercept niggas. But they was repping the Bronx the way I act niggas. Only you know, you ain't getting money. Stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock? Don't you want sitting on the top? See me shitting in the truck. How I'm living, you go watch. Only you know, you ain't getting money. Stop. Who you want I'm living, you go watch. Only you know, you ain't getting money. Stop. Who you want get on the block? Who you got bumping the rock?
The avalanches that destroyed the ladders and ropes climbers used to cross these dangers. The path was buried, broken, and too dangerous to navigate. Going back would be like trying to cross the last bridge. They were literally stranded on the mountain.
Oh man.
Description. Just the year before the earthquake, the avalanche wiped out 16
Yo, I move chickens on the strip like Popeyes. Coke in the pop rise. Diamond cuts clean with peroxide. Water let pop drive. Ice the G-Shock glide. All blue like Megan Fox eyes. Small fry, you a smart guy. Should know I ain't bringing champagne when sparks fly. Still can't believe King of Pop died. No tears, my heart cried like when my pops died. Hood is like the BET Awards. Every day I hit the stage, fiends see me, they applaud. No diploma, we got GED awards. Keep it coming boatloads, don't let TNT aboard. Left
rise to the occasion. Tuxedo, my ego, and slide the pair gators. In the kitchen, pies we baking. No time we facing. Gold times we lacing. Yeah, this here's a celebration. This here's a celebration. This here's a celebration. Cigar smoking, make a toast to elimination. Yeah, let's rise to the occasion. Tuxedo, my ego, and slide the pair gators. In the kitchen, pies we baking. No time we facing. Gold times we lacing. Yeah, this here's a celebration. This here's a celebration. This here's a celebration. Cigar smoking, make a toast to elimination. Keep a day job on the dark street. Pots, I drive cane like I'm a part of the heartbeats. Make you duck with the heartbeats. Make you duck quiet boy when I palm he get hard me. I'm chronic exotic like a palm tree. Cavalli kid, she say I slid, I probably did. Ocean Drive, I got my eyes on Versace crib. Shotty head, hit the corner like niggas gotta give. Wear cargos and go hard till every pocket big. Yeah, I'm with the boss of the bosses. True religion, Ralph Lauren, the horse of the horses. Carrera GT, be the Porsche of the Porsches. You married to this shit, don't be forced to divorce it. You ain't strong, the wrong pick to take on. Niggas will blow out your candles and have your cake gone. You niggas is ass, straight dogs. I hear my name every other minute like Drake songs. Come on. Let's rise to the occasion. Tuxedo, my ego, and slide the big gators. In the kitchen, pies we baking. No time we facing. Gold times we lacing. Yeah, this here's a celebration. This here's a celebration. This here.
All got a bit of a rattle from the
Thankfully,
yeah, it's no rules, no parameters. Started off in high school, was an amateur. Copy shit you can't move, build the stamina. I told my youth make moves, don't let them stand with you. Checks blank, 100K or more. Grab the faces, fill the tank, let's make a bank talk. Whatever you seen, I seen more. Plenty beef, your heat freeze, I squeeze off. Phantom hard top, but the seat's soft. My man up looking down at me like a seesaw. I don't know what happened before, but time's rough, I need enough to make my feet warm. I woke up to some haze, holding my pen steady. They say the Lord on his way, tell him I've been ready. As I inhale to the song, it's obvious that where I'm from was hell all along. I woke up to some haze, holding my pen steady. They say the Lord on his way, tell him I've been ready. I see him as I inhale to the song, it's obvious that where I'm from was hell all along. I heard enough, like enough is enough. I see a lot of rappers coming from under that bus. No matter what, they ain't fucking with us. Every line is an uppercut plus one to the gut. See the bird flow for jet use, cookies and apple vid. We looking like the next move. Ask Bishop, I had the best juice. Can't be cool when them niggas only respect shoots. Check scams, credit cards, we did it. Build a plan, my advance, gon' get all the equipment. The streets talking, I always will listen. Always thinking of money, so I'm paying attention. I woke up to some haze, holding my pen steady. They say the Lord on his way, tell him I've been ready. As I inhale to this song, it's obvious that where I'm from was hell all along.
Moving forward was impossible. Retreating down the mountain. As the storm
Jamu Beats, holla at
became their only protection from the elements. Somehow, for 3 long days and nights, Cody and his team huddled in a tiny tent.
I flood the streets and drugs and clock dollars. Niggas get drugged with my Glock collars. Cocaine house. I got them hands down. Shots fire man down like I'm the man now. I'm run stabbingly till they bury me. John diligent with the diligent. Only the feds that can't fear. Lights, glimmers, and glitz. I plan to get rich, no matter who they get. I still won't be a fan of the Knicks. Where I'm from, we quick to shoot bullets, handle a brick. Went from copping grams to being the man on the strip. Damn
package and shit for a fifth lift for all purpose. Say the word is whole click hit for a small purchase. Need a bird, hit my phone quick, door to door searches. 100% in the booth. I'm what you call perfect. Hard verses, every show keep an audience. Chain piece of ornament, mermaid hold accordion. Hurricanes paying players for street tournaments. If the block don't play no D, you keep scoring it. Stay on it, I'm fuck warning, I'm keeping up. New art class, mean grill and cold heating up. The black mamba, black llama, heat is tough. Fleek, I know worries, he know I'm good. His feet is up.
Wow. John Diligent. Only the fellas
Waiting for this rap shit, I was getting cold cash, drug money, kept the snub on me. Nigga never took nothing from me. No, I rep the danger zone. Where no man can withstand the whole of zone.
Yeah.
I think I'm Lou Sims, Reggie White, Do-Wop,
what?
Jim Ice. Ducking feds, walking on thin ice. If I get caught, know it's 25 to life. When you live that fast life, gotta pay the price. Be up day and night, moving that haters right. Laying pipe, getting dome on that turnpike. Burn like an ounce of sour in 1 hour. Good shower, you punk cowards. Get your suit and flowers, quadruple with power. When I move, my shooters follow. If I yell, get them slime, they even shoot for vital. Yeah, they leave me shoot for vital. When I hit for Gage America, I fit the page, you verified. Jury same colors and Twitter page is verified. 2 gold nines like niggas cage, I terrorize. Same stove niggas sitting for days comparing eye. Why? Cause they ain't got nothing else to do. Get them rich, pillars, potato, he a vegetable. Like you in BC, no one is next to you. Skeptical, your whole crew lock, nigga, you questionable. Move elegant, new measurements. XJL, Jag, Jasmine, Duke, Ellington. Jasmine Sullivan, slime flu, can't shoot medicine. I control the microphone, the bull president. No evidence, revolver and glove flow. Pull is my pit bull, walk with a snow nose. Make my way in the room, I'm starting to run blows. Down on the operators, only time y'all touch O's. Niggas get caught with my clock collars. Cocaine house, I got a man's down. Shots fire, man down, like I'm the man now. Statically, so they bury me. John Diligent with the diligence.
Dang. With my man was talking about.
The team worked together to prepare the route and set up checkpoints along the way. They were also his safety net, ready to step in if things went wrong. And as it turned out, they would play a critical role in the saving his life. Despite deploying his parachute, he lost his balance and began tumbling uncontrollably down the mountain. Now imagine falling downhill at over 100 miles per hour, surrounded by sharp ice and rocks. That's what Mayur faced. For 140 seconds, he slid and tumbled for more than 2,000 feet completely at the mercy of gravity. The parachute slowed him down slightly, but it wasn't enough to stop the terrifying fall. As he tumbled down the mountain, a massive crack in the glacier came into view. It was a deep, dark crevasse, big enough to swallow a person completely, and Miura was heading straight for it, unable. His speed was too high, and the icy slope offered no grip. Miura was speeding straight toward it, unable to stop. His team could only watch in horror as he came closer and closer to disaster. It seemed like there was no way out. But by some miracle and Shester, it seemed like there was no way out. But by some miracle and sheer luck, he finally stopped just 250 feet from the edge. Miura lay still in the snow for a moment. He was bruised, battered, and barely able to move. but he lived. His team didn't waste a second. They raced down the slope as quickly as they could, careful not to trigger any more movement in the unstable snow. When they reached him, Miura was shaken, his body beaten and his energy gone. But he had survived something that should have been impossible. Miura's survival wasn't just about luck, but also about his mental strength. Even while tumbling down the icy slopes, he didn't give up. Later in an interview, he said he was 99% sure he wouldn't survive the fall. But despite thinking he had almost no chance, he stayed focused on slowing himself down, which helped him make it through. The story of Yuichiro Miura didn't end in 1970. Decades later, he returned to Everest, this time with a different goal, to climb it. And he didn't just do it once. Miura summited Everest at the ages of 70, 75, and 80, earning the title of the oldest person to reach the top of the world. Talk about a turnaround. Miura's story is often called the ultimate test of luck on Everest, but Beck Weather's story takes that concept to a whole new level.
Like
Beck Weathers was born in
years.
Texas in 1946.
Years.
A bright and ambitious man
Nigga
who
tried
built a
to
successful
climb Mount
career as a
Everest
pathologist. On the surface,
like
his
30
life
years
seemed perfect.
ago.
A respected professional with a
3
loving family.
times.
But beneath it
He
all,
never
he struggled
made
with
it to the
depression
top.
and a profound sense of dissatisfaction.
At 70, this
40s,
nigga made it to the top.
He began to search for something to reignite his passion for life. That's when he discovered climbing. The mountains offered something he couldn't find anywhere else.
That's
A
what
way
I'm
to
gonna
push
start
his
doing.
limits, escape his struggles, and experience a
I'm
sense
gonna
of freedom.
start taking you
It wasn't just
bitch
a hobby,
ass
it became
niggas
his
up
lifeline.
to the
The
top.
challenge, the
of
beauty
the
of
mountain.
nature, and the talks
And
with fellow climbers
these
gave him
niggas
purpose.
there.
Over the years,
Bitch ass
it became
niggas
his
up
lifeline.
to the
The
top.
challenge, the
of the
beauty of
mountain.
nature, and the talks
And
with fellow climbers
these
gave him
niggas
purpose.
there.
Over the years, Beck
Real
tackled
rap.
major peaks, including Denali in Alaska
Going.
and Kilimanjaro in Tanzania.
See,
Each
don't
climb
be
pushed him
hurt.
closer to his ultimate goal, joining the Seven Summits Club
Find
by
your way
conquering the
back.
highest mountain on each continent. Everest, the tallest and most iconic, was the crown jewel of
Maybe
that
we
dream.
should get that black.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on.
Yeah.
For operation running. That's why at Granger, we're here for you.
Yeah.
That's where you know food supplies and fast delivery.
Black.
Call quickgranger.com. Just stop by. Granger. The ones to get it done.
Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and hit play at
Young
your
boy.
adventure. This fall,
Word.
get double points on every qualified stay. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
What I
Visit
just heard.
bestwestern.com for complete terms and conditions. Ultimate Money.
You out in the
Everybody's
street,
favorite
black man.
everyday electrolytes. Now at Target.
You got that silver shit. You better look both ways. Motherfucker, you going on? And they want your head.
Early Black Friday is rolling in at Pet Boys. Get your car ready for the season with
You
deals
gonna
on
play
tires and service.
these
Early
gangs?
Black Friday deal starts October 24th.
Well,
Pet Boys. We keep
this will drop 24.
By 1996,
No shit.
Beck was 49 years old, and time was no longer on his side. He knew this might be his last chance to take on Everest. Driven by ambition and a desire to prove himself, he joined a commercial expedition led by Rob Hall, one of the most respected guides in the world. For Beck, Everest wasn't just about reaching the summit, but also reclaiming control over his life and proving to himself that he could rise above his inner struggles. What he didn't realize was that this climb would challenge him in ways he could never imagine. Like most climbers attempting the summit, the team started their journey in Kathmandu before heading to Lukla, where they embarked on a trek to Everest Base Camp. The trek itself was a test of endurance, winding through steep trails, high-altitude villages, and breathtaking landscapes. By the time the team reached base camp, spirits were high. Beck's group, led by the experienced Rob Hall, included climbers from around the world, all united by a common dream of conquering Everest. Over the next few weeks, they followed a usual schedule of acclimatization, climbing and coming down between camps to prepare their bodies for the extreme altitude. For Beck, the climb seemed to be going well, He was determined and focused, even as the thin air made every step harder. By May, the team had reached Camp 4. This was the final stop before the summit push, and anticipation was building. The weather forecast showed a narrow window with clear skies, and the team prepared for the final ascent. Everything appeared to be on track, but little did Beck know what awaited him. And the team above the South Col would become one of the deadliest disasters in Everest history. For Beck, his troubles started high on the mountain in the death zone. The air is so thin that your body starts to shut down due to lack of oxygen. Every step here feels like a marathon. For Beck, the problem was even worse. Years earlier, he had surgery on his eyes, something called a radial keratotomy surgery to correct his vision. While the procedure let him see well at normal altitudes, the thin air and air pressure that high up Mount Everest caused his vision to fail rapidly. By the time he reached the death zone, Beck was nearly blind, and each step became more dangerous than the last. Despite his condition, Beck pushed on, determined to continue with the climb. But as the hours passed and his vision worsened, it became clear he couldn't safely reach the summit. Reluctantly, he agreed to stay behind at a designated spot near the South Col, while the rest of the team moved forward. He was told to wait until they returned to guide him back down. As Beck sat waiting near the South Col, the weather began to change. The clear skies that had been predicted quickly disappeared as dark clouds rolled in, and the wind picked up. A massive storm was forming, one that would soon cover the mountain in chaos. With each hour passing, Beck's condition worsened. Freezing temperatures, a blinding storm, and no protection left him completely exposed. Imagine being stuck on a mountainside in a blizzard, unable to see, with freezing winds that could cut through even the thickest gear. That was Beck's reality. When his team finally found him, they thought he was too far gone to save.